Hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're well. I have a very exciting thing to show you in this video. I managed to pick up this set of Copic Ciao markers. It is the 72 set A of colours at our local charity shop. And before I bought them, in case you're wondering, I did get to test the markers to make sure that they're all working, and because it was a local charity shop I was able to ask some questions about who donated it and how much they used the markers, and I was very happy with how little they had been used and the very, very, very reduced price of these in comparison to buying them new. Copic markers, especially large sets such as these, are usually a dream purchase for a lot of artists. Not every artist, but a lot of artists, especially when we're younger, and I have dreamed of owning one of these Copic sets for the longest time, even just the Ciao line, and they're an investment. They are 100% definitely an investment. So to be able to pick them up at a charity shop is absolutely insane for me. I feel so lucky right now and I'm so excited. You will notice that there is one marker missing, which I was made aware of before I bought it and I was fine with. I can figure out which colour it is and replace it with an individual marker. But that does mean that I have to figure out which colour is missing. So I'm going to be swatching all of these, and by swatching them I'll have a nice little colour chart. You'll be able to see the colours as well because I'll be swatching them for you, and I'll also be able to figure out which colour is missing by cross-referencing my chart with a chart that I've pulled up online of the full 72 set. So before I get into it, I will just mention that because this is used and it was bought at a charity shop, there is tape running around it still that I wasn't able to remove. The tape was there to keep it closed while it was at the shop, and there is some damage on the lid. The side of the lid is cracked, but again, I don't mind. I'm so excited. So let's get into the swatching. Okay, let's get going with the swatching. So I've started pulling out some of the purples because the top of the chart I've pulled up starts with the purples. So we have this one's Mauve Shadow, BV00. So we know for certain that we have that. And then the next is BV02, which is Prune. I should probably write down what each of these are. BV00 and BV02. And the next is BV04, which I need to try and find. There is going to be some rooting around to try and find colours. BV04. Okay, we have that. We have Blueberry. I am currently doing these swatches in my art creation sketchbook. V04 next. Oh no, we've got BV08 next actually, which is this one, Blue Violet. So we're looking good so far. I do love all of these purples. They're lovely, slightly muted purples, though the cream of the paper is going to affect that as well. I'm probably going to do a swatch sheet on white paper as well. And if I do, I might show it at the end of this video so that you can see cream paper and white paper comparisons with these. Okay, next we have VO4 Lilac, which I have here. Got cat hair everywhere. My cat has been sleeping in my room nearly every day the last few days. And she's molting at the same time as well. VO4. So there is just cat hair all over my desk. Next we have VO9. VO9. There we are. This is a violet. I'm very glad that there's a nice variety of purples. I love purple. VO9. And then V12, which I have here. Pale lilac. If I can get the lid off this one. There we go. The lid did not want to come off. Oh, that's lovely. It reminds me a bit of Potter's Pink in watercolour. So that's V12. Put that to the side. V12. And next is V17. There's probably going to be some rooting around for colours. V17. This could be the missing colour. Oh, no, there we go. I have it. We have V17. No missing colour yet. We will find you missing colour. So this is amethyst. Yeah, that's a lovely amethyst colour. V17. And that's the purples done. Now we're moving on to the pinks. So pinks next. RVO2. RVO2. This is Sugared Almond Pink, a very long name. Since it starts on a new row, I'll do a new row. Nice dusty pink, RVO2. And then we have RVO4. RVO4. Shock pink. So this is a very in-your-face opera pink. I'm guessing, yep, very, very in-your-face pink. I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick up exactly how in-your-face that is. RVO4. And then RV10. Pale pink. So as you can see, so far, pretty juicy. RV10. RV21. Light pink. RV21. There we are. light pink, RV23 pure pink, which I have here. Pulled it out earlier. Quite similar to the previous one, just a touch darker, very similar though. Very similar. It's RV23. And that is pure pink. RV29 crimson. Oh, it's called crimson on there, but it's called, oh no, that's R29. Okay, where's RV29? Ah, there we are. Okay, this is crimson, RV29. Yep, lovely, cool red. RV29. RV42, salmon pink. RV42. This is probably going to need some rooting around for this one. RV20. Ooh, we could have found our missing colour actually. Oh, nope, we haven't. Every time I say we could have found the missing colour, I end up finding the colour straight away. So this is salmon pink. Yep, classic salmon pink colour. RV42. And next is R02 Rose Salmon. We have here. Is it R02? It says on the chart Rose Salmon, but here it says Flash. So I imagine that this is a previous version name of the colour and they changed the name. Which will probably date this set for you, if that's the case. R20. Next we have blush. Is that what it's called? Yep. Quite similar to the previous. R20 blush. Next we're getting into the reds, starting with cadmium red, the classic red. The reds in this set do definitely lean a little more on the pink and purple side, with some slightly more middle reds like these, but not a whole lot. And then we have the R29 lipstick red. And next is R32. That was easy to find. This is peach. And quite similar to some of the previous ones. I'd say it's most similar to the RV42. And this is R32. Peach. R32. And then we have R59. And this is Cardinal. That's a lovely red. I love really dark, deep reds like that. What was that? 59. Yeah, I love that red. Definite favourite. And next we're moving on to the slightly more yellowy, beigey pinks with YR00. That's not it. YR00, here we are. This is powder pink. Yep, getting more in the beigey kind of area now. And powder pink. YR00. And then YR02 is the next one here, which is light orange. Two. I think this one shows up later. Yeah, that one shows up later, so we'll put it aside for now. So we need YR04. 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 Here we are. Chrome orange. Yep, chrome orange. YR04. Yep, lovely orange. And then YR07. Yep, cadmium orange. Definitely getting more in the orange and yellow direction now. Some lovely oranges. So as you can see, like that's pretty much the extent of the reds with those two, and then we're straight into oranges. So the reds in this one are definitely more cool leaning, which is fine, I don't mind. YR07. And then we have YR20, which I pulled out earlier, and this is yellowish shade. A very beigey colour again. YR20. Next, we're trying to find Y00, which I pulled out immediately. There we go. Barium yellow? Barium? That's almost like a buff titanium cream kind of colour. And then we're onto the yellows. So we have, I'll pull out the yellows. I'll put some of these back as well. I've got a load of pinks over here. Put some of them back. And then we can kind of keep track of what's going on. There we go. So next we want Y02, which I'm guessing is this one. Yep. This is canary yellow. Kind of lemon yellow. Y02. Then we've got Y06, which I believe is this one, yep. And this is just yellow. Just yellow. The girl yellow. Then we have Y08, which is acid yellow. So these yellows are getting darker and darker and slightly more warmer as we're going to go as well. The next one's definitely very warm. Y08. And then we've got golden yellow. Again, a lot warmer. Warmer meaning closer to red, closer to orange. And then now for the complete opposite, we're going to have a YG03. If I can find it. YG03, yellow green. So like going the complete other side and going towards a blue and green. So we have Y17 and yellow green 03. Yellow green 06, which is yellowish green. So we've got yellow green and then yellowish green. I do like these greens so far. They're not too in-your-face acidic. YG11, this is more of a pastel. I love that. I love that green. What's this one called? I'm not pronouncing that. I am not pronouncing that. YG11. YG41, pale cobalt green. Yeah, these are some lovely greens. Next we have YG67, moss. If it's called moss, I'm probably gonna let, yeah, I like it. Yeah, that's almost like a slightly muted sap green. I really like that one. 67. And next we're moving on to the blue greens. I believe. Starting with jade green, which is actually the middle green. It's G00. So we're moving middle greens, then blue greens. So this is G00, jade green. And then we've got G02 to find, if we can. Let's pull out all of the greens that I can see that I've not used yet. So we're looking for, I've used that one. We're looking for G02. Spectrum green, there we go. G02. Still not finding the missing color yet. It's kind of surprising. Kind of surprising. I do wonder which color is missing. I guess we'll find out soon. This is G02. Spectrum green. Next we need to find G05, emerald green. Yep, the classic emerald green. G05. G17. Ooh, are we going to be able to find it? Are we going to find G17? Or is G17 the one that is missing? It is not. I told you, as soon as I say, is it the one that's missing? I find it. G17. And this is forest green. Running out of desk space. G17. Put back the yellow and orange ones. And there's a little bit more room. So what are we looking for next? We are looking for G21, which we have. This is a lime green. So we're still in the neutral greens. Oh, I love that as well. Lovely muted green. I'm loving these greens. G21. G99, olive. Another classic green. If you're wondering how I'm swatching them, I'm trying to get one layer on the leftmost side and then layering them up a little bit on the right hand side just to see if there's any super obvious colour variation by layering them. Next we're moving on to the blue greens. So let's start finding the blue greens. We need blue green 01 for the first, which I haven't pulled out yet. Blue green 01. Aqua blue. Away. Blue green 01, blue green 09, which is just straight up blue green. Straight to the point, blue green. Lovely, love those. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I have dreamed of owning Copic markers even when I was a teenager, and I was following all of these YouTubers and Instagrammers and everything using Copic markers, even before Instagram as well. Blue green 10. Did I pull that up? I did. A YouTuber I used to watch a lot was Juicy Ink, who now goes by Victoria. I think it's Victoria Gedvilas. I'm not super sure on how to pronounce her last name. Blue green 10, cool shadow. I still follow her a lot for watercolour. She's been a big inspiration in general for me. For just art in general. So this is BG10. Ooh, started with the B. BG10. BG15. Aqua. So we have aqua blue, and then this one is just aqua. A little bit more green leaning, I'd say. BG15, definitely more green leaning. Then we're back in the green again with BG23, which is Coral Sea. Yeah, definitely a little bit more back in the green. BG23. And then we have BG93, which is green grey. BG93. Now we're onto the blues. Pulled the first blue out straight away. So we have here forest blue? Or frost blue. I was going to say, it's an odd name. Frost blue. Frost blue is not an odd name for this colour. Forest blue would have been. Boo. Where's this blue? Let's pull out all of the blues. And then maybe we can put the greens back. Let's put these greens back. So have you ever used Copic markers? Let me know in the comments if you've used Copics or if you've used other kinds of alcohol marker brands. I've tried a couple of different brands. There we go. So we've done Boo, which is frost blue. Now we need B05, and this is process blue. B05. That to the back. B23. Phthalo blue. Love a good phthalo blue. Ooh, that's a lot more muted than I was expecting. For a phthalo blue, that's really muted. It's a lot more grey. B23. That almost looks more like a phthalo than that does. Interesting, interesting. B24, Sky. Maybe they're just showing up really dull on this paper. We'll see when I do the white paper tests. This is B29 Ultramarine. That's a lovely ultramarine. Yes, we like. And then B32 Pale Blue. I'm guessing this is pastel, kinda. Ooh, that's got an interesting streak in it. That's streaked there, I don't know if you can see. Interesting. Well, it's fine now. It's not streaking again. And there's nothing on the tip. Interesting. That was B32. B39, Prussian blue. Okay, we may have actually found the missing blue, the missing colour. I don't think Prussian blue is in here. I can't see any more blues in the... I pulled out all of the blues in the box And the Prussian blue, at least from the chart, is a really, really dark blue, so it would be very obvious from the lids. So I'm going to leave that blank for now and then move on to E00, which this set calls it Skin White, but it has apparently been renamed to Cotton Pearl. So this is definitely a set from a year or so ago, if the names have been changed. E02, Fruit Pink. Try and find this one. Pull out all of the, there we go. Fruit Pink. So we're going into the earth tones now, which I'm excited for. I'd love to see the different browns that they have in this set. Pull some of them out. I'm looking for E04 as the next one here. This is Lipstick Natural. I love that. I love that colour. E04 Lipstick Natural. Then we have E08 Brown. Just plain brown. Nothing fancy about it, just brown. It's a little bit burnt sienna-y to me. A little bit Venetian red. Just a little bit. E08 Brown. E21, which is another one that's been changed. This was originally Baby Skin Pink and it's been changed to Soft Sun. E29. Definitely getting into the darker browns now, so I'll pull all of those out. We are looking for E29, which is here. Burnt Umber. Lovely brown. I do hope that there is a slightly darker brown than that. There's supposed to be a sepia and a dark brown coming up, so I do hope there's some darker browns for some darker skin tones than this. And then we have E33, which I haven't pulled out, I don't think. Oh no, I have. It's here. This is Sand. And E35, Chamois. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chamois. I'm not super sure. Chamois. E35. Here we are, E37, so we'll see if this is any darker than that one. It is not. I'm used to sepia being even darker than burnt umber. But we'll see with the dark brown if we have an even darker brown. I hope so. So this, speaking of, up next is E47 dark brown. Yeah, it's a bit darker. And then we need E51, milky white. I love those two next to each other. Those are really pretty. It kind of reminds me a bit of can't remember. Like I'm trying to think, but I can't remember what it reminds me of. It reminds me of a cafe. For some reason, it reminds me of, like, you know, like different colored woods and cream aesthetic kind of cafe. Not really wording it very well. And I think I already used these. Yeah, I've already used these too. I pulled them out earlier. Next is the greys. Pull all of those out. It is definitely looking like the Prussian blue is the one that's missing. So we have C-1, cool grey 1. I'm just looking at the tip. I'm glad that that's a pretty pale grey, because some marker brands, their greys will be all over the place. In some marker brands, that will be their lightest grey. This is C3. And you'd hope from a brand such as Copic that they'd have a good gradation, which it appears they do. That's good. This is C5. Yep, there's a lovely gradation up now. I do have some cool greys from Shinhan. Those were the first alcohol markers I bought, I believe, last year. It is a lot easier to just buy either cool greys or warm greys or neutral greys as a set, or at least just a few, to then be able to do a wide variety of work just in black and white, just to get you started. This is just the colourless blender, so I'll swatch anyway. Colourless blender. But yeah, if you're wanting to get into markers, because they are very expensive alcohol markers, you can either go for the cheaper brands and that people highly recommend, or go for one of the more higher quality, reliable brands and just buy like a monotone set, and then you can do a wide variety of pieces just in black and white, at least to get you started. And that was at least what I did last year. And I went with Shinhan just because they were accessible for me. Both the fact that they were accessible where I live and then also price-wise. So this is the set. This is all of them swatched. And all we're missing is the Prussian blue. So I guess at some point I'll try and replace the Prussian blue, especially so that then I have a nice really, really deep dark blue. But overall I'm pretty happy with the variety in this set. I definitely think that I could do a wide variety of sketches, especially in these colours, but Even illustrations, I feel like I can do quite a lot. I would, if I had to buy any further markers than these, I would probably go for some more medium reds and orange reds, just to fill the gap from here to the oranges. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy, especially once I grab Prussian blue. Maybe go with a deeper, darker brown if I can as well. But otherwise, I feel like this is a really, really nice set for me. And I'm super, super happy I managed to pick it up. It is insane to me that I managed to find this in a charity shop. So sometimes, like, it pays to check out charity shops and thrift stores, I believe is what they are in the US. And also have connections. If you've got art friends who are trying to get rid of supplies, sometimes you can trade supplies with each other and things as well. But I will warn you, if you do find art supplies at thrift stores and charity shops and stuff, do your research. Like I said, I was able to ask if I could test them, and I was able to ask questions about who owned them and how much they were used, because what you don't want to do is, even if this is cheaper than buying them new, you're still buying them, right? You want to make sure that you're actually buying markers that work, that aren't completely dry, and so on. So you do still need to be careful when you're buying art supplies from charity shops and thrift stores and garage sales and car boot sales and all that lovely stuff. If you're trading art supplies with an art friend, you can at least get to ask questions to each other and everything as well. So I've got the full set off to the side here. And yeah, let me know what you think of this set in the comments, and if you use Copic markers, what's your experience with them, if you use other alcohol markers, and anticipate some draw with me sessions with alcohol markers soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers, the likes, and everyone who comments. It's lovely chatting with you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye!